What's going on, everybody?
What up?
Leave the music on.
I would.
Littering in. I feel like I'm on drugs.
It was like getting me hyped up for a concert.
The first 4 times around.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know, with a song that is only like a 2.5 minute loop, that's you're gonna hear it a bunch of times.
No doubt. One time I'm really
got me hyped up, man. I'm ready. That's awesome.
That's what it's all about. So welcome everybody. So anybody that's joining us now on the live stream, cheers, appreciate it. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday night. Hope your quarantine is going well.
Is it Saturday or Friday?
It is Friday, right? Friday. Did I say Saturday?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's Friday. So
who knows?
There you go. Friday. Well, I haven't started drinking anything. We actually on a little chat right here. Carrie was actually wondering if we had to show up sober, and so Carrie, how many drinks did you have before we started here?
Enough that I'm freaking out about my bandwidth now. I think every kid, streaming service, I'm getting a little choppiness. I want to make sure it's me and not you guys.
It's you.
I just yelled at some people, so maybe that's stuff down.
it's
okay.
you.
Is it any better now?
Yeah, I mean it's coming. You're in and out.
There he froze.
Yep, you and Blake are sharing the Wi-Fi.
Is mine choppy too?
No. But we can't let that joke die.
No.
Although it may, Trolls is getting streamed. We went to YouTube TV, so now everything is streamed and really messes everything up. But
yeah, well, that's what you gotta take the plunge if you got fiber in the area.
I'm glad you said that, Carrie, because my wife's been really saying how terrible it looks. Says it doesn't grow in as a full beard, just as a goatee, and kind of in Joe Dirt style, grows in all white trashy. I think it looks good. I think I might keep it. I don't know.
Go for it.
I'd shave it.
Okay, just because you got a full beard does not.
I'm kidding.
I had lamb chops for the first 2 weeks of this, but then had a Zoom call that I couldn't appear like
national Zoom call.
That much of an idiot, so I had to shave them.
Dang it, man! If we could have only made it to this tasting, so we could have seen the chops. But
they were great. They were beautiful.
Do we have any kind of thing we can?
No, that was totally garbage. I didn't hear a word you said there.
Okay, I'll be right back. Hang on.
All right.
He's gonna yell at the kids.
I feel like some kids will not be alive in the next 5 minutes.
I can make my predictions because I was opening my samples and getting all the paraffin out. So paraffin, and I did take a small sip of a couple, and I think
you couldn't even wait, could you?
No, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at trying to save things.
Well, hold on before we get to that. Let me set the stage for everybody, so just they know what's going on. So last week, kudos to Blake. I think it was your brainchild here, and he said well, let's kind of all do like a blind sample swap. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And I said, let's up the ante a little bit, and let's all choose a barrel or like a single barrel selection that we've been a part of, and figure out who can choose the best barrel. So that's gonna, and I think I feel bad because the odds are stacked in our favor, because Ryan and I, we basically got 2 against each one of you. So
it's pursuit against the field. Is that what you're telling us?
Pretty much.
Did you all do bourbon? I'm sure. Did you all do bourbon?
I did.
Ryan, you're giving too much away. Wow. You're giving too much away. Because I did taste one of yours. So
yeah, Ryan sent the big gulp for everybody.
Yeah, look at that.
I appreciate that. Can we also take a second to rip on Blake? Blake, the Scotch tape. That's a that was nice. Thanks.
Look at my sample from Blake.
Well, that's because this is what Blake sent me, and so I had to split it in half.
Well, no, because that's actually label makers, and for some reason my printer wasn't picking up those, so it was messing them up. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna write on here with Sharpie.
Yeah, it is not Scotch tape. All right.
Yeah, there's nothing
wrong.
It's
slightly better than Scotch tape. Not much, but
not much.
That's all right. I'll tell you what, though, Carrie, full pour, man. It's to the brim on this thing.
Yeah. So I figured out if you go right to the brim, they don't make any gurgling noises when the package shakes. So I've always done it right to the top.
So what are we doing? We pouring all of them?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and start pouring mine, and just so I have them next to the glasses and the names, and then we can.
You have a bunch of different glasses?
Yeah, I've got
I'm not-
separate
yeah,
glass for each one.
you?
What are you, Neanderthal?
Son of a gun. All right, hold on. I'll be back.
Man.
Hey, can y'all hear me better now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure can.
Yeah.
You have to go yell at somebody?
Yeah, I
only
yelled
brought
at you.
2 glasses.
Turn off the Roku.
Yeah.
Every kid. I'm like, shut down. You don't need to be watching that show at 10 o'clock. Just go lay in bed with mom and watch TV.
Close your eyes, silently think about stuff.
So Kenny, go ahead and pour them all.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and pour them all. I mean, you
Go
can do
ahead
what
and
you
pour 'em all.
want, but I just think it's a little bit easier just to have them in front of me,
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm not sitting there kind of running through.
Go with the Big Daddy Ryan first.
So what do you
Yeah.
guys want? So I'm actually drinking
The
what
big
I
gulp.
sent you in my cup. So do you guys want to start with mine?
Yes, let's go ahead and let's do that. I'm gonna
Let's do that before your bandwidth goes out.
bring into the jokes and the heat tonight. I love it.
I love it.
Oh gosh, man, Jordan, you filled yours up to the brim too, buddy. This is
Right to the top.
Yeah.
Kenny, I've never seen plastic bottles before. That's interesting.
I'll tell you what, I'm actually a big fan of doing the plastic Boston rounds because they ship a lot easier. I mean, I literally just like put them in a
Yeah, that's for sure.
poly mailer. I can do that with a little bit of, I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I
I don't
thought
even,
I had an Amazon package, and I'm like, oh, nope, that's just
that's
kidding.
Kenny and his cheap ass because he saves every bit of packaging.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, my wife saw the Amazon. She's like, "What'd you order now?" It's like, no, I don't think that's
Bourbon.
Amazon.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I typically use the plastic ones because they're easier to ship. Because I don't really like keep my stuff around in Boston rounds. It's always for shipping, so it's always made it easier. And I know that Wade Woodard is a big fan of the plastic ones as well. And he said there's no difference in taste or anything like that either. So, however, I feel like if I'm going to keep something, because I know a lot of people use Boston rounds and they'll take like maybe like an ounce of one of their favorite bottles and just like put it in there and stash it away for a long time because you know that you got to kill the bottle at some point. You'll never have an opportunity to get it again.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I started doing that for a while, then I fell off.
All right. So I'm going to start diving in. So I got Carrie's sample right here. So I think this is, we'll all start there. Sounds like a good place.
Okay.
It's not Sazerac 18, is it?
If
Wait,
you
this
picked
is a private
bottle,
selection.
a barrel of Staz 18, I'd be
Blake's
impressed.
might be there.
The one and
Yeah,
only
so-
private barrel.
You said it's obvious.
What? Yeah, I mean, to me, I don't want to say obvious, but what do we want to say? Do we want to just kind of give notes? Do we want to like
Is
try
his
to make
voice-
guesses?
What did I miss something? Why is he talking like that?
His voice is like super deep, right?
Super deep.
It did.
Yeah.
Is my phone? I don't think I didn't like
What do you want to
smoke
do?
cigarettes
There, Blake. Sheesh.
Is this for real?
Please keep it like this. please don't leave. It's just
Hold on, what happened? Do I need to go out and come back in?
You sound like
He sounds like the talk boy.
no, he
on,
sounds like
Home Alone.
from old school, like when he's like, "Dude, you got a
Yeah.
fucking dart in your neck."
Yeah.
His laugh's even better.
I'm dropping off. Hold on.
Oh, come
I was about
on.
to reset my stuff, and it was just him.
John's out here. He says currently pissing myself. Oh man, I that was too funny. Okay, all right,
So,
back
I would say,
to
give us notes. Let's do notes first instead of diving right in to what you think it is.
oh yeah, no, we're not going to dive right into it.
Is that better?
Yeah, I think you're back now. Everybody said that you had your witness protection voice on.
that is true. So where is this actually going? Are we just going to post this to YouTube? Is this going to be like?
I don't think it's going anywhere, is it?
It's already on YouTube and it's already on Facebook. That's where we're
Perfect.
going right now.
It's everywhere.
To me, this has caramel, golden raisins, little
Yeah.
citrus.
Very sweet nose.
It reminds me of two letters. One is a B, one is a T, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to say something around there. It's definitely in the 90 to 100 proof range,
Yeah.
if I had to guess.
I wanted to say Eagle Rare pick, but I don't know if it has the age necessarily. So I don't know if he's playing a joke on us and giving us our our Buffalo Trace.
Roundtable pick, yeah.
But that's
So I just realized
that's kind of the notes I'm getting.
I was drinking Kenny 1 and Kenny 2 because they both look the same, and I was like, Buffalo Trace, this is like a rye.
Yeah.
Like so sorry
Blake's
about that.
terrible
Let me
at this.
refresh.
Oh man, Fred, you can always
It is
troll.
It is not Crusader. I mean, Roundtable Buffalo Trace.
Okay.
But it could be Crusaders.
But it comes from Buffalo Trace.
It's a pick that a group.
Hold on. Don't give it away.
Yeah. We don't want to give it away yet because I think
at the Roundtable pick.
Well, too late.
that's true.
I've written down my guess.
So, like I said, I think write notes as you're going. Let's not sit here and play a guessing game, but I think we'll do a reveal at the end to figure out exactly what it was. But like I said, the idea is just to figure out who picks the best barrel, and we'll just kind of figure out who we thought had the best one.
Are you wearing glasses? Playing guess who? I don't know. Nobody get that.
I get it now.
Does she have red hair?
I remember it now. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
that
we're just
tastes
gonna wait
more
for the
like
end?
in line.
So is table talk allowed then, or are we just kind of like, I get good notes, kind of?
I mean, talk about what you want. Just know that we have a roundtable recording on Monday, so we don't want to give away anything that we're going to talk about then too. This is just supposed to be fun for drinking.
No, I meant, or when are we going to give the reveals?
At the end of this, we'll do it. Like we'll go through all of them and then we'll reveal.
Save a little in the glass. Yeah.
Does that sound
go back and compare?
Does that sound
Fair
good?
enough.
Hey, Carrie, what's your shirt about? Carrie's Curlies. Are you on a curling team?
No, we did some curling for my birthday 2 years ago, and we had T-shirts made up. Well, they made them for me, but I just like to wear shirts that have my name on it in case I forget who I am. Look in the mirror.
There it is.
The past couple weeks.
I'll tell you what. That's always one thing that I wanted to do was actually get into curling, because I mean it's like one of those. It's a sport that like you could be laying on the couch for 80% of the year, but you're like, oh, Olympics are coming, let's go, and then you just
the ice.
Yeah, and then you show up and you're like, you could get silver.
We had about 30 people show up, and I think one of the funniest things ever was the fall that one of my really good buddies took on the ice, and I still remember the sound that his head made when he hit the ice. He was fine, but it's
nothing funnier than a good head wound.
I don't think I've ever heard a sound like that before. It was amazing. All right, who's up next? Kenny?
I was about to say, yeah, y'all can move to mine next. I think that's a relatively good idea. I'm gonna pour myself a little bit of mine too without revealing it on camera.
All right.
So I see some people are coming in over from Fred's live stream. What was the? I know he did a battle of Elijah Craig's over there. What was the winner?
So A1 winning.
Sorry, we lost you on because of too much streaming on your side. Say that again.
I think it was Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A19, or I forget what the actual. Hold on, somebody put it in chat. Well, I guess Fred. There we go.
A120.
Yeah,
A120 killed him.
And that was the first one of this year, correct?
That would be correct.
We should have done this in ranking of proof, because
lots of rye spice here, Kenny. I'm liking it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really nice nose.
That's a great
softer
MGP
nose.
Yeah, fantastic MGP rye, if that was what it was.
This is a ton of rye in here.
That's a tasty.
Well,
Kenny,
I will say you all know your whiskey.
I think it's Dickel. You just put some Dickel in my mouth.
No, it's not Dickel.
No, this is not Dickel.
No way.
I wouldn't do that to you all. I wouldn't do that to you all. That'd be too easy.
Carrie, we haven't been around you long enough. We forgot the humor. We can't even pick up on it anymore. That's how bad it is. Okay.
It's like I don't even know you anymore, Blake.
Better mic position for me.
I guess I don't know. They see all mic on your camera.
I know. I don't have the ideal setup right now.
We got to work on that. Get
I like how
off the microphone. You're just all we hear is like.
I like how Kenny wears a black shirt with the black microphone, so it just all fits in really nicely.
Nice.
Actually, I didn't even plan that. It just happened.
He's a pro.
Dude, we all know Kenny's a stud, man. He's got that TikTok thing going on. He's like the young hipster of the group.
I'm glad everybody else is starting to get on board.
Nobody's getting on board.
It's too bad he's such a dick because he's such a cool guy.
Hey, don't just call me a trendsetter, okay?
Nope. Tech guys, they got nothing but time.
Oh yeah, I wish.
Nothing but time and money for tech guys.
I'll tell you what, I'm a big fan of my sample. Just to say,
it's it's really nice.
Don't say.
Mr. Humble.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Let's stick with Bourbon Pursuit. Let's do Ryan's next.
Sorry.
Let's stick with Bourbon Pursuit. Let's do Ryan's next.
Kenny, are you still working?
All right.
All right. Big pour.
I'm kind of fearing that one of ours is similar, Kenny.
Uh-oh. Well, it's definitely not Ryan. It's definitely not Ryan number 1.
Wait, what did we move to?
This is like pure butterscotch nose, lemon custard.
That's such a different nose.
Who are we
just
on?
Huge.
Ryan.
We're doing
Big
Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan number 1 is what you should be.
So
drinking
Blake's
right
the
now.
only one that didn't put his name on it, right? He didn't follow instructions. He just said number 1.
Yep. I put my number and that's it. You had to figure it out. You got 1 ounce and you got.
It's his idea, and he put in the least amount of
big ass sample.
We got a half ounce.
So creamy.
I was between making labels or filing.
Oh, there he's freezing.
Well, we'll have to make sure we get this fixed by Monday.
He's in Jacksonville.
Am I still freezing up?
Yeah, you're cutting in and out. But
Gotta
it's okay.
stop the fam. No streaming.
Yeah,
no streaming on Monday. We're good for tonight.
Especially at 9 o'clock.
It smells like pesticide.
It is. It's glyphosate. Roundup.
That's crazy nose. What is that?
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say I thought I knew by the nose, but I don't think I know which one this is.
It's a blueberry custard. Oh, it's
The whole thing's just different.
Yeah, it really is.
Sip,
Ryan.
everything.
Check your text messages.
Shorter
text message?
finish.
Yeah, it's got a short finish. I agree.
Yeah.
But it's definitely. I mean, I get like
That's weird. It's
like it's very like plums, like very deep fruit, kind of whatever that would be.
I got
Nose is so different. It's great.
It really is.
I took a risk with this one.
I don't have a slightest guess in my head right now.
No.
On this one.
Yeah, no, I think plums, like that deep fruit, that dried fruit, is a really good note. But man,
is
just
this mouthwash?
It's also very dry on the end though.
Yeah.
Is it? I'm gonna go younger but higher proof.
Higher proof?
Oh, yeah, I feel like this is decent proof.
That. Can I make guesses or I need to make notes? I bet I know what that is.
Make notes. Yeah.
Let's
Guesses at
save,
the end.
save the guesses for the end for sure.
Wow, that's really unique, Ryan.
Good.
I know what that
That's
is.
what I was going for. You do?
I just don't remember the name of it. It's like I can see the label. Oh, I got it. Yep.
I'm gonna have to think more on that one.
all right. Who's up?
Who's
Am I
next?
up next?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, let's go to-
Untitled.
yeah, let's-
Untitled number 1. is up
Untitled.
next.
Call it Scotch tape.
yeah. So
Yes. It's a 3M label printer.
Blake number 1.
I
a
better
light
make
nose.
I better make this sip count because that's all I got
Make
right
this
here.
half ounce really. You gotta really get something out of this one. Can't revisit it.
Y'all save some
Is this
for the
a fact?
final round too. Nobody's voting for mine just because I said don't count samples.
It's like, damn, are times tough down there for counting in Jacksonville? Quarantine must
Quarantine's
hit
been
you hard.
bad. Guy had to drop his internet. Can't even send out full samples.
Can't shave.
Can't shave.
Can't afford razors.
His voice is changing. I don't know.
So, I don't even remember who we're on already.
Blake.
Yeah, we're on Blake right now. Balaki.
Blake, that's pleasing.
Yeah,
And contrasting it for Ryan's, that's for sure.
yeah. I feel like
they're so different so far.
I feel like
Each of them.
I feel like what Blake's gonna send us has got to be something out of his craft world, because that's what he's.
What do I
known
got
for.
lying around from Sealbox? Throw in there.
What free sample do I have that I can't use something I had to spend money on? So,
So can I ask a question
Sure.
about sample one? Was the goal to show who made the best barrel pick, or to try to stump you as to what you had?
No, I think it's the best. Yeah, it's who's the best of the group.
Okay.
It could be however you read our however you read that message. Yeah.
Because I really didn't see the message, so I just made my own rules.
Know what Pappy tastes like.
The Pappy private barrel.
But I was just curious if that was the case.
Well, hey, Carrie, Fred had a question for you. Since you're wearing the Bardstown Bourbon hat, are you going for the world's best taster? If anybody saw the article that Bardstown Bourbon Company put out this past week.
I did not see that.
So they have, it's basically like a glorified job posting, and you get the opportunity you submit a 1-minute interview video about yourself via IG or some other social media platform. And you are basically competing to become their brand ambassador. And as a kicker, you also get basically like a $20,000 signing bonus with it as well.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
And you are going to be their brand ambassador on contract. So maybe it's a full-time job.
No, that's not why I wore it. It's literally the only hat that has survived the washing machine. So that's why I wear
that hat. It's
It's a cool hat.
I keep telling Kenny to get some, but can't.
I like
black
Blake's.
T-shirts.
Yeah, I know. I like Blake's. It's spicy.
Yeah, I'm loving Blake's first one.
I'm curious to find out what this is.
Mm-hmm.
It's Armagnac.
Bringing the yak.
Fool me once.
I would say so. I'll be honest. I am really excited about round 2 and the sample that I poured for that one. Like this one, there's a range, right? Like we've said, barrel picks. So I mean, of course, with Pursuit series, there's like 1,800 of them. But I mean, there's you choose from. But when it came to sample 2, the mystery, I mean, dude, I'm so excited for that one because I've always wanted to see what good palates thought of something.
We doing both rounds tonight? I forget.
No.
Okay, I don't think so.
No, I think we'll have enough time to bore people for one round, and we'll do it again next week.
I like that these first 4 so far are so different from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Big time.
On that note, I'm gonna go with you, Sippy.
All right,
Sippy.
bring on sipping corn.
Yep, I think it's move on that. Blake, it's really good, man.
Yeah, that one's good. That's my leader in the clubhouse for the first one.
Yeah,
there we go.
It's okay.
Just because I didn't get to try mine.
They call me the John Rahm of the round table. So
Is that what they call you now?
that's how I'm formally known.
Who's they?
Don't ask. Just take it as gospel. And
I am thinking maybe for Bourbon and Beyond this year, we all get custom baseball jerseys with our names on the back. With
that'd be fun.
Some sort of you can keep your Cal Ripken. Quit making up new ones. So you can just put Cal Ripken on the back if you want.
You've been watching way too much EDM festivals lately. Every night, Kenny's like, so and so streaming on Insomnia. I'm like, no, and it's some dude in his like kitchen with DJ equipment.
Jones and to get back out.
What do you think about the Kentucky Derby in September?
I love it because, like, for my business, like, we call it the D word, Derby. It's like a curse word because everybody's like, got to get it done before Derby. Got to get it done before Derby. And I was like, but it's going to cram a lot in because you got like football and Derby.
September's going to be insane.
Yeah. Then you got Bourbon Festival and all this stuff, Bourbon Beyond. Like, I have anxiety already.
I hope it happens.
I was about to say that. That's kind of my biggest concern.
Probably
I mean, I went out today, so I went to had to make some rounds for shopping. We literally haven't been grocery shopping in 2 weeks, and so we were down to like our last frozen meal. And so I had to go to Academy because I'm going to barbecue, going to do some ribs tomorrow, and I've got an obsession with Meat Church rubs. If anybody that is big into rubs, go check out Meat Church, and Academy sells them. So I went there first. Had to wait in line to get into Academy because they're like doing like 1 in, 1 out sort of thing. Then I go to Kroger, pick up my groceries, go to Costco, pick up some more things. But I mean, that's the first time I've seen people in a while, and it's just so weird out there. You know, everybody's wearing face masks, and there's this like huge like antitrust feel amongst. You know, you look at somebody, you're like, I don't trust that. I don't trust it.
Got it. Yeah.
6 feet's not enough. I need at least 20 from them.
I was like, better you bring your own disinfectant wipes.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I was saying, I just have this. I just don't want anything to. I feel optimistic to be like it'll be over like at the end of April, like we'll get back to normal, but then it really won't be normal, and then it'll still be like kind of weird. And I hope by like August that Jesus, like we can see people again. I'm just ready to get over this stuff.
Yes.
What are they? So I don't have kids, but PA just canceled school for the rest of the year, so all the parents are freaking out. Exactly. Right? Did they do that in Kentucky?
Pretty much. They haven't yet, but might as well.
It's all distance learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they still do distance learning, but yesterday was like the official, like, nope, you're not coming back. We're done for the year.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to do distance learning with a kindergartner.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's impossible to do distance learning with a kindergartner. It's just,
Can't imagine that.
We're trying, but it's hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like zero pressure. I'm like, he's in kindergarten. Like, if he doesn't learn anything, so well.
Yeah.
You know,
Who cares?
I could go back for like the high schoolers and stuff. Or
That stinks.
Yeah, who needs to read?
Yeah,
You should try
he's good.
teenage girl. That's so much fun.
Yeah, I would imagine with the teenagers, it's got to be tough. And yeah, I definitely feel bad for those that aren't going to have prom and going to miss graduation and all that
That's a
sort of
big deal
stuff.
for a lot of folks. It stinks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Brian, I get a lot of different things on this. I'm not going one way or the other just yet. I'm man,
I get like some tobacco on that for
like
strong
tobacco, some
cigar,
pepper, like real black pepper, but then it's got like a good mouthfeel, almost a little vanilla on the front end.
Just knowing it's Brian, it's got to be Four Roses something.
I kind of just assumed that, but I don't get any of that from this. So I'm thinking he went like. Then I started thinking like maybe went Deetsville on us, but it tastes higher proof than that.
Yeah,
and
too high.
I don't get.
Recipe Four Roses right there.
So it's got to be something in like maybe a Russell's pick.
Yeah,
but I don't quite get the fruit.
Yeah, it's tannic.
Yeah, it's.
Feeling the Four Roses.
That's tasty.
It is
good
good.
one.
You can smell the glass.
I enjoy this one.
If it's a Four Roses, there's no way I'd be able to pick that one out of a lineup to figure out what recipe it is. It's definitely one that I wouldn't guess.
That 16-year they won at the auction.
Yeah.
Nobody else has ever tried.
Tried first here live.
Yeah.
Joel wants to know if anybody's got marzipan on anything yet.
Nope.
No marzipan.
Still, we'll get there. We'll get there.
All right. So who's up next? Breaking.
Yep.
It's the only one left.
Breaking. Yeah.
Moving to Jordan here.
BB number one.
Ooh.
That smells
Jordan,
good.
Did you pick this, or did y'all have like
Oh
a
wow.
team
That's
powwow?
like that's spearmint. That's pepper. It's
Blake, I wish your voice was like the deep again. That'd be so much better.
Morgan Freeman.
Let me see if I can get that
Morgan
back.
Freeman bourbon.
Oh yeah, it's like tasting throwing in a piece of not juicy fruit. What's the other one? The double mint gum on the finish. A lot of mint.
It's some of that, but it's also like the lemon pledge wood kind of stuff.
Lemon.
Ooh.
Pledge.
Yeah,
Interesting.
It is like caramelized lemon peel. There's some oak.
if anybody is
Oh, that's good.
scream for a good
Georgia,
tasting note, it's like,
yeah.
it tastes like Pledge. I love it. It's
in a good way.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely has that,
Yeah.
that sort of that smell to it. But so Ryan,
It's got a
before
lot of
the-
rye too.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards rye. But Ryan,
I'm
before
going to
this,
go ahead and say we had a majority rye here tonight.
you think so? I don't really think so.
Might be split.
I taste
I think
3.
it's split.
Well,
We've definitely had
so
3.
that's
Well,
not
there's
split.
2 that are definite in my head ryes.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, what do you what are your picks through?
What do you mean? What are my picks through?
What are the breaking bourbon picks and all?
Say that again.
Like, I don't remember seeing like breaking bourbon.
This is great for video.
Oh, all right. We get like every other word.
Yeah. The internet's down again.
Oh, awesome!
Littering in.
I moved to the
Littering
floor to
in.
plug in.
Exactly.
Kids are back on Roku.
So, guys, if you need IT help, make sure to call Kerry. He is your man.
This is his job.
So, breaking what I was saying.
All right.
Will you marry me?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one we heard.
oh boy. Moving some wires around. Great.
Man, it's
Like,
all right. At least
this
he's
is gonna
wearing
be, like,
pants for
a
us.
meaningful question at this point, I hope.
Jordan, was
This is
I
great.
on this pick with you?
I'm going to go ahead
I
and
don't
say
think Kerry's on the
that Ryan is a rye, Jordan is a rye, and Kenny is a rye.
I don't
And
feel like Ryan's is.
I'm not telling you.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm with you on Kenny and Jordan.
I'm 100% on that one. But I, so the vote is what we thought was the best pick, right?
Yeah, I would say in your I'd say go around right now and just kind of like drink some on your own, and then kind of pull out your top 2, and we'll figure out, see if we can come up with a winner.
Okay.
As it's
I
like
got
this
it.
Hey,
kind of
guys,
thing
can
if
you
you go
hear
to
me
a
now?
barrel pick here.
Much better.
Much better.
Can you hear me?
we can
Oh,
hear you.
good. No, Jordan, what I was saying is, like, where do you normally sell the breaking bourbon picks?
Oh, so we okay, that was the question. So the three folks we normally end up working with, right? Seal Box, because of course Blake, and he's awesome to work with. Keg and Bottle, and then Mash and Grape. So usually, we work with a number of stores. We work with a number of stores in the past and a few other ones like DeWine Spot and stuff. But we tend to gravitate towards those folks. But everyone we worked with has been great so far.
But Seal
I
Box is
actually
by
didn't
far
mean-
the best.
Well, I mean, look at that. Look at that deep voice that you're getting when you sign
Yeah.
up with Steelbox. It's like,
Wouldn't you want to do a conference call with that guy every day?
I want you to
Come
record
on.
my voicemail message. I mean, come on.
That's right.
Yeah.
Next James Earl Jones.
This nose on yours, Ryan, is so
I just
different.
Yeah, you'll never guess it.
I just keep smelling it over and over and over again.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
will.
an insane nose.
It's so different.
Like in a good way or a bad way?
I just not good or bad, just different.
So buttery.
Whose are we talking about?
Ryan's.
Ryan, so different.
This guy. Yeah.
It's like popcorn butter. That's why I'm saying his,
Ryan, you're the
his
man
is
of-
not a rye.
What's that? Suburbia.
You're the man of the.
Yeah, I try.
This is bullshit. I told my kids to get off.
Can't you just lock down your router next time so you're the only MAC address streaming there?
You can do that?
Yeah.
If you're smart
Right
enough.
software.
Man.
You got to learn some stuff as these kids get older there, Blake.
I know.
Man, Brian's is so unique. I can't put my
And so
thumb on
that's
it.
kind of where I'm between Brian and Ryan right now as my favorites, mainly because I'm still not sure what Brian's is. Man,
Brian's is something like I want, like you bring over the whiskey geeks and you're like, try this, haha.
Mhm.
Like, this is test this baby out. It's That's a good one.
Did you say that's Brian's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really like for Blake's number one. That's something I could drink every day. All of them really are so good. It's
They're all great, and they're again when we had 4 of them, and I said they're all so different.
They're all very different.
It held through for all of them. They're all really different. And that's part of what's so cool about it.
Which was kind of my thinking of like, what if we get in here and we all pick like the same distillery that we all did a pick from, but I think we all had a really good diversity of the lineup here.
Okay, fellas.
So I'm excited for the reveal.
There
we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Did you switch to your iPhone?
I did. I said to hell with the computer. I just went to iPhone. Just cellular data.
Start burning up that data plan.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't use all that data. It's unlimited, right?
Right. Yeah, no, we're good. Hey, what were we talking about the last 30 minutes? Is anyone else getting a buzz really quickly?
We just
You may have gotten a
started.
pre-start there. I think you may have
You
gotten a
started with
pre-start.
one, right?
Yeah, I did.
You had some starters.
Kenny, that's
I
a
think
lot of rye in yours.
So
Kenny's
Jordan,
Jordans have a lot of rye. I like it, but I think I would say it's 95% rye if I had to guess.
95.5.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about it. How often, where do you get to go to get 95.5 rye barrel picks?
Well, Bardstown Bourbon Company, New Riff, and MGP. So I think, yeah. So we want to vote? Let's
Hold on. I got like one more like little baby drink in Blake's here
Okay.
to kind of get me through here.
Yeah, enjoy it. That's all you got.
Yeah, I just took another.
You might be able to find
Little
a
sample.
half-ounce sample bottle to send you.
So here's the interesting thing is I think if you put a lot of people in a room and Carrie's is so approachable and everyone loves that Buffalo Trace nose.
Yeah. Carrie's is like a guzzler. You can,
But then, but then you taste
Carries
it.
will go fast.
It's probably 90
Carrie
proof
was
and you
guzzling it
taste
before this.
Yeah, you taste it after some of these high proof ones, and it's like, wow, it almost it doesn't take well, it's watered down because obviously it's proof down, but then you go to like the Breaking Bourbon rye from Pinhook. Man, that is a poker face, Jordan. That
What's
is
that?
He
I'm
didn't
sure
hear
he
you.
didn't even hear me.
I'm not giving it away.
And it's
Ryan's
just
is the
like-
most intriguing to me, though.
Yeah,
Ryan's is
it's-
the one that I really want to know the most.
And Ryan's is
Yeah,
just
Ryan, I want to know what this is.
it's a blueberry custard lemon bomb
Blueberry custard lemon balm.
with
Oh,
like
yeah.
toasted marshmallows on the nose.
I wish
That
I was
sounds
as good
You're
as
pulling all that. All
That
that.
sounds good.
I wish I
So
was
I
good
will
as
say-
taster as you and Ryan. Like I can't pull anything. I'm
Oh,
like,
I just
oh
make
yeah,
all this
it's
up. I was-
Cheers, Ryan.
fruit
Is yours
and,
from
fruit and
Kentucky?
oak. I guess all I get. I'm like fruit and oak. Like I
I
wish
speak-
I
I
could
just
be
got
good like that.
And the thing on my
marshmallow. Who said toasted marshmallow? Because I just got it.
yeah on
That's
the
what Blake
nose
said.
it's
Yeah.
toasted marshmallow for sure.
I don't
I
have
guess I
that
should-
yet.
Maybe I should
I'm-
try my own. Maybe.
Power
With you on the
suggestion.
custard and the lemon. I'm there.
Is yours from Kentucky, Ryan?
Don't say it, Ryan.
Can't say.
Can't
I want to
say.
take a
Yeah.
wild ass guess, just throw out a wild distillery and see if it's it.
What about California? Is it from California?
Opposite coast.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You're talking about Ryan's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a private selection?
Yep.
Is this Hudson's baby bourbon?
It's the 4 grain. It's
I mean,
all right.
you got to remember, like I went on all the picks with them. Like we picked this together. I don't even know what the hell it is.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's kind of playing a little bit of a game too, because you guys also have a brand together called Pursuit Spirits. So
What the
that
hell
be-
does that have to do with anything?
I mean, every pick we've ever done's been for Bourbon Pursuit or Pursuit Series. So
I know.
I don't have any options.
I'm trying to drop hints for Kenny, and he's still.
So Kenny has had this before.
Oh yeah,
right?
for
I
sure.
have, but I don't know what it is.
Kenny's had both of mine many times.
Many
That
times.
That sounded so bad.
Have y'all picked every Pursuit series together?
Oh yeah,
Every Pursuit series, every barrel pick that
but
we
I win. I have the ultimate final say. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, if you all have noticed that he does pull out all the tasting notes, so he definitely wins in that category of trying to match something to a tasting note. So,
That nose is something else, right?
Oh, it's really just unique.
I know it's
All right.
special.
so let's get down to voting. What we're gonna do, you just choose your top two, and then we'll kind of just mark it from there and see who comes out on top. Sound good?
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right, so I'll go first. I'm gonna go with Brian and Ryan as my two. So, Carrie, you're up next.
Jordan's is really good, and yeah, I like yours too, Kenny.
Rye fan, love it.
Mhm.
All right, sipping.
I'm definitely going with Kenny's. Big rye fan on that. And in the interest of not voting for myself, I'm going with the drink a lot of it carries.
Ooh.
Ooh.
There we
You
go.
feel sorry for him, don't you?
I do. It's a sympathy vote.
All right, go to the bottom.
kidding.
Blake, where you at, buddy?
Yeah, I'm going Brian and Ryan. Ryan on uniqueness, Brian on just. I think that's something special.
Okay, Ryan.
I'm gonna go Sippin' and Blake.
Boom.
Boom.
Yeah,
One vote. There we go.
I
All
felt
right.
sorry for you. You're kind of you're like rationing out your sample.
Sympathy vote. Yeah. He can only afford a 1 ounce.
It's got to be like something like some unicorn he picked out eons ago, and that's why he only has just a little baby, something like of it left.
Yeah, can we put up like a charity like where people can donate?
Somebody get
dollars?
that GoFundMe ready for
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
GoFundMe.
for the 2 ounce Boston rounds. I need them.
A Kickstarter for Blake.
All right, Jordan.
I'm gonna do Ryan, and if we're not voting for ourselves, I'm gonna do Blake.
Blake, another.
Okay.
That's
You-
bullshit.
The unique
Got
ability.
him.
All right.
Okay.
So, without trying to go too far, it ends up being a two-way tie between Ryan and Brian. So
There you go, Ryan.
we don't need
Hey,
to we don't
way
need
to
to
go.
pick a favorite.
Yeah.
However, we'll start off with the bottom and we'll reveal. So everybody kind of had an idea what Carrie's was. So Carrie, let's go ahead and do your reveal first, unless you all want to try to guess.
Y'all some bullshit.
It was
so-
Buffalo Trace.
Also, let's raise something.
Something. So
Yep.
there we go.
Yep.
Which
So
one?
So the one thing I will say is this was 2016 Buffalo Trace. It's the
Okay.
first barrel that our group, North Atlanta Whiskey Society, ever did. And I will honestly say, so this was a brand new bottle that I opened. And the first night that I tried it after I poured your samples, it did not taste. I was a little disappointed when I tried it compared to now. I feel like it opens up a little bit, and maybe sometimes you have perceptions in your head about stuff, and I haven't had this one in about a year and a half, and thought it would be just stellar, and it's good, but maybe not as amazing as I thought it was.
It's a volume drinker. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not going to sit by a campfire and contemplate that one, but
Yeah.
man, you could just kick them back.
Well, that's what I think is, kind of a little bit of what we lose because of what Buffalo Trace has become. But I
Yeah.
mean, you grab that for $25 a bottle and
Yeah.
$30 a bottle, and that's an incredible pour. So, kind of
These were $22 back in the day.
Yeah, man.
23.
Wow.
That's
Now
crazy.
they're I think what 28. It's amazing.
Inflation.
I mean, people are paying $50 a bottle easy for Buffalo Trace in some places.
That's true.
Really?
That's true. I'll give it to you on
It's
that.
really
Yeah.
hard to find some
They're paying what?
$50.
$50 a bottle.
No way.
50.
Okay.
That's if you can find it.
That's
crazy.
Also,
Is that
some
market
48.
driven?
I mean,
like the
I
expensive
think so.
states?
No. I mean, just I mean, I've seen it for that around here, and like seeing people post in local groups, like just picked this up, $49.99.
$45.
I'm glad I could find my unicorn kind of stuff.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
If anyone is listening, I have Community Roundtable Buffalo Trace.
Shoot him a private message and
Send me a PM. We'll talk.
For $49.99.
Yeah.
Or
Minimum hundo.
$800. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. So next to reveal is going to be Jordan.
Sure.
Does anybody even have a clue where this could possibly
I think
from?
it's a pinhook.
Pinhook rye.
Pinhook rye 95.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so this was it's Pinhook Rye.
Nice.
So this is our King of the Castle pick.
Yeah.
This is so Ryan was actually there for this pick, right? So this is a really super fun backstory. Really
He was
quick.
physically there. Mentally, he was gone after the 78th barrel.
So we got. So
I was
Sean,
like, please feed me.
oh, it was a day. So we got reached out by Sean, who the owner of Pinhook, and he invited Breaking Bourbon down to pick a barrel. So we did, and we invited. Ryan was able to attend. We invited folks down, and Ryan was able to attend with us. But he did it a little different. So he wanted us to have the same experience he had when he picked single barrels to sell. So they rolled out 40 barrels for us, and they poured all of them, and they proofed them down to 40 proof, I think. Yeah, 40 proof. And so we went around, and they were grouped in groups of 4, so 10 groups of 4. And we basically, some groups we carried over 2, some groups we carried over none, some was 3. Took a break. This was a very long time. Took a break, did a distillery tour, came back, and then we ended up tasting, I think, 6 to 8 at barrel proof, Ryan, something like that.
Something like
right?
that, yeah.
This was like a
I was
5-6 hour barrel.
I can't remember.
It was from basically 9 to 2:30, 9 to 3, something like that. It was a long barrel pick, but it was super great because the end result was this great, just delicious MGP rye barrel that was super tasty, super drinkable.
Yeah, no, it's very good, and yeah, it's cool because that's how a lot of master tasters pick, barrels, is proofing it down, and you think in your mind, you're like, oh, they're proofing it down, so but no, it picks up and pulls out so much flavors and noses and aromas that you don't get because the alcohol overpowers it. So yeah, it was an enjoyable experience, and I'm super grateful I got to go. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was different. That was fun.
Yeah,
it was super fun.
And that's what when I first tasted this one is it reminds me a lot of the 7-year rye picks that Smooth Ambler used to do. And I feel like you don't get that flavor profile a lot. And whenever I tasted it, I'm like, wow, that takes me back. So
I didn't get the MGP except with Kenny's.
Really?
You didn't get that one?
No, definitely on Jordan's.
Ton of.
I thought that was going to be a giveaway. I wanted to send down Hudson Confidential, but I didn't have. We were doing 2-ounce sample bottles. I didn't think I had enough left in my bottle to fill them up. Next time. Next time.
Nice call on the Pinhook, guys.
Yep. All right, so I'll do mine next. I'll do my reveal. Any guesses?
Hold on.
Let me do a little bit.
Let me go back to it.
I'm not going to guess. I don't think it's fair.
It's MGP rye, and so
It's a
who else
95 rye.
have you done an MGP rye from? It wouldn't have been Smooth Ambler. It wouldn't have been. Who's doing MGP rye picks other than
Barrel Bourbon?
No, they're not doing 95.5. I don't think.
Just let me know when you're ready to give up. I'm happy to just go ahead and do it.
Okay, go ahead and say it.
All right, because it's not 95.5 MGP.
No.
It's
What?
actually Whistle Pig.
Oh,
And this is our Icy Legs barrel that we did.
Is it MGP?
No, this is not
Alberta?
MGP. This is Alberta. It's in Alberta, and I think it says 10-year on the label, but I believe it was older than that. I think it was either 11, 12, or 13.
That's Alberta.
Yeah.
See, because I've had the Canadian version, the Dark Horse. They call it something else, the American version. And I got a lot more cotton candy type stuff from that I don't get from this one. Interesting.
So there you go.
I
There you
think
go.
you're lying.
Alberta.
Yep. Like I said, I think a lot of the Whistle Pig rye from Alberta gets a bad rap because we've picked this one as well as the one we did before this with the Smooth Curveball. And the Smooth Curveball actually more than this one. I just didn't like you guys enough to send those samples. And I'm just messing. But then we also just completed another barrel pick with them that'll be going on sale, I think, in another week or two or something like that too. So and that one's got the it'll be a fun sticker on it because it. And I got to give shout out to John Henderson that's in the chat. He's the one who actually made the sticker because I said it was like sweet oak, and of course, it's a picture of me on the sticker, and I felt really weird doing it, but they insisted.
Is that the one with you staring at the bottle?
Oh, you mean in Whiskey Advocate?
It's one doing this.
Yeah.
And shout out to Leighton in our Discord and stuff like that too, in our Patreon community. He had a pretty funny comment that said, "I wish somebody would look at me the way Kenny looks at his Pursuit Series bottle."
Kenny texted me. He's like, "Do you get Whiskey Advocate?" I was like, "Yeah, my father-in-law is gonna bring it over." He's like, "I can't wait. I'm going to Total Wine." I was like, "Okay."
And I go to Total Wine. They didn't even have it. So I still do not have the issue of Whiskey magazine of Whiskey Advocate with my picture on it. So, all right, moving on. Blake,
bronze medal time. Here we go.
All right.
Hey, no, tied for bronze.
Tied for bronze medal.
We're on the third pedestal like this together.
All right. That is a Wilderness Trail pick that I did. That was the first Bourboner Wilderness Trail pick, so not the one we did together. But yeah,
Dang.
lots of toasted oak.
Which mash bill?
It was the rye mash bill. Bourbon rye mash bill. So not the weeded.
Right.
Wait. So
I think. Hold on.
So this was 4-year-old whiskey, and you could only send 1 ounce.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I could only send 1
tough,
ounce
man.
because that's all the sample bottles I had. I'm sending everybody a second ounce for next week's tasting. That's it.
It's all good. I mean,
Actually,
honestly, I ran out of sample bottles too. That's why Ryan holds yours up. Like I had to go and like just pull out like 200 mLs and like all this other kind of stuff because I'm out of Boston Rounds.
This is
like,
my
I'm
number
out.
2. Look how much is in there.
Ooh, ouch.
I apologize. This is actually the weeded mash bill.
Oh, it's weeded. Okay.
It is a
Yeah,
weeded mash bill.
the one we did was rye mash bill, right? The one me, you, and Jordan did.
Yeah.
Are you sure you
that
actually
was rye
selected
mash
this barrel? Were you even
I'm
there?
100%. I'm 100% sure. I received the samples, and actually, they have like a. I don't know if I still have that one. They have like a fun little box they send them in and everything. It was pretty cool.
And it's a good barrel selection process there too. I mean,
Yeah.
I like it. I've enjoyed that.
They do it right.
But just to make sure, a 4-year weeded whiskey beat Buffalo Trace from 2016.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Remember, it was you voted for it too. You could have voted for yourself. Nobody said you couldn't.
Really? You did not say that. Oh, that's bullshit.
I mean, it's. Not
do the honorable thing. But.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it just proves that it's tough. Like you have all these high proof bourbons and wit ryes, and then you taste something at 90 proof, and you're like, just tastes a little weak.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, could you imagine?
It was still a good pick, Carrie.
Could you imagine if Buffalo Trace opened a
thank
barrel
you,
pick
Jordan.
program
Hey,
at
Jordan,
cash
I'm a
strength,
boy.
even if it's at the same exact age as Buffalo Trace? And I mean,
Oh.
at that point, you're basically Stag Junior barrel proof. Like it's game over.
Well,
remember
on
we
our
did that?
pick, we had one. Yeah, we had one that was so good at barrel strength, and it was horrible when they proofed it down.
Yeah.
I think we all remember that one vividly.
Yeah, I mean that was phenomenal at barrel strength.
Then it became a bourboner pick after that.
And we got it at barrel strength was the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the one that comes
Blake,
in the,
what was
mini
the
bottles.
proof on that?
That's 114, I believe.
Okay.
114.35. Yep.
Perfect.
And it had a little bit of a different, Wilderness Trail plays around a lot with the barrel. So it was a toasted barrel. I don't think it was a Canton barrel, but it was toasted and charred. And I'm a big proponent of the toasted barrels. It does seem like it actually affects the flavor profile in a good way.
Well, I mean,
For sure.
Yeah, as I say, Brown Foreman's been doing it for a while, so there's got to be something to it.
Can we do Brian before Ryan? Because Ryan's like the big reveal.
So
Sure.
Brian, tell us which wild turkey mash bill this is.
I could have sworn I thought it was Heaven Hill. I honestly thought it was Heaven Hill.
I didn't get the.
I had no idea. It was so tobacco-y.
All right. So
All right,
you
hold on. Is it
okay?
Jordan or Carrie? Do you have any other guesses?
Turkey. Carrie, you okay over there?
Yeah, no, I'm taking it in. Hold on.
There's a lot of tobacco on the nose.
There's a ton of tobacco here.
Yeah.
I think it's wild turkey, but I don't know. What do I know?
Ryan, what's your guess?
Man,
Just pick a distillery.
I'll just say a crazy.
Go with your gut, Ryan.
I'm going crazy. Four Roses off profile pick.
Yeah, it's Four Roses.
I said that before.
Yeah.
All right. It's Four Roses. It's a 2014 pick that I did with Liquor Barn. 10-year. Is that in focus?
Yeah. No.
OESF.
Sure. There it is.
Oh yeah, there it is. 56.6 ABV.
Wow.
What's the recipe again? OESF?
OESF.
Wow.
So
Gosh,
56.6.
Wow.
Maybe with all the tobacco, but I don't get any of the normal.
On the front end, you get a little bit of the normal Four Roses, and the tobacco just overpowers everything. Like throughout.
I mean, I love this pick. I mean, it's
good.
Really good. There's been a couple that I've done with them that I've just gone and bought it by as many as I could get, and this was one of them.
What'd you say the proof was?
56.6.
That's crazy. I mean, it is. That's so good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah, I was about to say, and 2014 too. That was before we were all friends. Like you're bringing out some artifacts for us.
Before we even started.
That's back at the gold. Isn't this worth more now these days? The
should be.
Label.
Yeah.
Well, is it 6th tier? Because 6th tier is like the big honeypot now.
It's 5.2C. It's warehouse G East 5.2C. So it's low.
So before we hit that, I mean, Carrie, you brought up a good point. Like people are going crazy over 6th tier. I'm still like baffled by anything that goes on in this world, whether they're talking about ME, 6th tier, whatever. It's a fucking single barrel pick at the end of the day. Like it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but there was a run of MEs.
Oh God!
No, seriously,
Brian, get off your goddamn high horse. There's no way.
Oh, I thought you meant from like a sales standpoint, not from like a.
It's the hype. That's a Taylor right there. It's a 6th tier hype. It's all hype.
It's all hype.
But then that's bourbon. Bourbon's all hype.
I'm just. It's not that it was Warehouse M, the East Side. There was a run of ESKs and OBSKs from about the same time frame, 2014, 2013. Were just phenomenal. I'm not saying it was Warehouse M, East Side, anything else. It was the run was just phenomenal.
Brian, thank you for sending us a full sample so I can enjoy this from now on.
There you go.
So good.
Hey, I sent you a full ass sample of.
I know. I'm just. It's not at you. It's at Blake.
Like, all right, are we ready for Ryan?
Yeah. Final reveal.
I'm ready for this.
Ryan,
I want to see what barrel pick I went on.
Let's
what
see
barrel
what you
pick
can
did I go
guess.
on? I didn't know about.
Well,
Wait,
I mean,
no. Let us all guess before you reveal.
Yeah, I want to hear guesses. And
I won't say.
It's so creamy.
I don't even have any idea what this is. It's like a
Speechless.
small, like
everyone's
empty rolling type deal, like stuff we normally don't drink. This is just different.
It's so
you're on the right track, Jordan.
I think this was made in Blake's basement. Put some shit together and made some bourbon.
A little bit of Roundup.
It was all the craft distillers mixed together from Sealbox. Sealbox best.
It's a Sealbox suicide.
Sealbox suicide. I like that. You should make a Sealbox suicide.
John Henderson, can we get that? Can we get that sticker going? What's that?
Is that some Smooth Ambler?
Nope.
No, it can't be Smooth Ambler.
I know he said the opposite coast though. I would have said this was Charbet.
Nope.
No.
That's actually
There's no weed taste.
Exactly.
yeah.
But it's different, like Charbet, though.
Charbet, you know what Charbet like.
Yeah,
in the store.
Charbet is like
You know what Charbet.
the
I wanna-
vape pen.
I want to think that I have a
Can I call it
have a
Charby?
guess, but I'm not going to say it just in case.
Say it, Kenny. Come on.
Write it down
Say,
so you can
Kenny.
at least show us. if
I
you're
mean,
right.
there's no way
It's-
they'll all guess it.
I mean, it's just one of those that from the distillery we get to go and you get to spend a whole day there and craft your own and play with different stave types. Maybe it's the Maker's Mark one. I have no idea.
It can't be.
Way off.
That's Makers. I think
Way-
we're all blown away.
Way off.
Yeah, no, this can't be Makers.
All right.
What
Well,
about the distillery that uses trash cans?
we have not done a
Not
barrel
better
pick
than
here.
30.
Did you guys do any Russell's Rye picks?
Nope.
I
Haven't been
think-
able.
Yeah, Russell's Rye's been before our time when we started doing picks.
Yeah. All right. Do y'all want to know? Or
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
not yet?
Reveal it to him. Come on. We're in an hour and 10 minutes.
That's a
Let's
funky
go.
nose.
We're an hour and 10 minutes. Hold on.
Well,
hour
that
and
was-
one to be fair.
Okay,
Yeah,
hour and
it's
1
11.
minute.
And this is how
Can't do
prepared he
that.
was. He didn't have it. He didn't have it with him.
Not
All
within
right,
reaching
so-
distance.
This is Pursuit Series.
Oh, it was
episode
Pursuit.
18. McKinsey 4-year
Boom.
rye.
Oh,
Kenzie.
Finger Lakes Distilling Rye.
Yeah. So
One of the most unique and
That is
crazy
unique.
whiskeys I have ever tasted.
That is
I think.
unique.
yeah, but
Yeah.
this thing is even different than there because we bought this at 3 and we let it sit in Memphis for a year and it changed so much. I mean, it's still got McKinsey notes to it, but so if you taste it compared to like McKinsey that comes straight from there, it's so different.
Oh, that like I wonder if they used a different mash bill or something because it's so different from their regular McKinsey rye.
Yeah.
That thing is just like, you know, I told him after y'all picked that one, I'm like, if you have any barrels close to that profile, I'll buy every single one of it.
Yeah.
That's
It's
good.
it's one
This
of
is-
my
This is crazy.
it's one of my favorite ones we've ever done just because
Yeah.
it's so unique. But
So,
Man,
in,
Sorry, go ahead, Gary.
in 2014, when I first started blogging, I reached out to a bunch of distilleries because I wanted to get samples to write bourbon blogs about. McKinsey was one of the first ones that sent me some of their stuff. And it was not very good, but this is actually pretty good. But I still, to this day, I thought this was like Michigan, like middle of the country lakes. And no, this is actually New York.
yep,
New York.
Finger Lakes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And even Brian will tell you, we had a rough spell, but the whiskey we were making now is, 4 to 6 years old. It's way better. And what they're doing now is just, it's crazy. I mean, even their bourbons are really
If-
good.
If they were in Kentucky, they would be like, I don't want them to be in Kentucky because we probably
Yeah.
wouldn't have access to it.
well,
but
yeah, I mean, it'd be
it's
new.
just-
It'd be Willet and New Riff combined almost.
Yeah. If they were in Kentucky, they would just be blowing up like crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you bring
Well,
it to actually this where it's going to blow up a little bit more. Fantastic.
Probably. Well, I knew it was
Because
a
of tonight.
risk to take. I was like, either they're going to love this or hate it. So,
That was good. Different's good.
I think it because
No.
it's different. Like it,
Different,
it's
yeah.
and that's the thing when you're doing these blind samples for guys like you that have had everything, you're like, all right, what can I throw in there that's something unique or different? So,
I mean, you fooled me. I literally have these
And you've
bottles.
had
I helped you pick this barrel, and I was just like,
and you're guessing
is it?
makers. Who I need a new
Yeah, who
partner.
said that?
I mean, because the thing is, like in my head, like I'm literally thinking of like the trips that we've gone on to like other distilleries and stuff like that. Like it never even occurred to me that it was a Pursuit series. It never even occurred to me that it could have been that.
So what's
So
the
is-
mash bill on this?
I
This
can
is a
tell you.
4 years. I think that's what the
4
age
years.
is. And then we have the mash bill somewhere, but
No, I got it right here. Hold on.
I've
of course he
got
does.
Does it have a lot? I mean, it's got a lot of rye, right?
Yeah,
believe
no,
that
no, it's only
McKinsey-
like 60%, I believe. Hold on.
So it's 80% rye,
Is it 80?
80-20.
Yeah,
80% rye,
80-20.
20% malted barley.
Oh, that was unique. That was fun.
But it's only 103 proof, which is.
Yep, 103.5. It's number 4 char. Barrel entry proof of 100.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's the really cool thing about what Finger Lakes is doing. A lot of times they'll go from distillation to barrel to bottle without ever no water. It's just completely uncut for the full process.
Well, I'm glad y'all liked it.
Yeah, that was good.
So
cool. Y'all ready to do number 2?
Yeah, we lost Carrie.
I'll be on the floor if we try to go through 5 more samples.
Aren't you glad?
I'm looking forward to number 2.
Yeah. Aren't you glad I tried to limit you to 1 tonight?
Yeah. Yes, I am. Because I was
nice call, moderator.
We can knock it out. We'll be fine. Yeah. No, Carriage already dropped out. Yeah.
Yeah.
When is number 2? Monday?
No. Roundtable is on Monday because the podcast goes out on Thursday.
So when is number 2?
We should probably look at next Friday or Saturday since we'll all be here. Okay. And another night of hanging out in quarantine.
Let's do it.
Keeping the people excited and alive.
Here's my number 2.
We should give
decantered.
Ooh, nice.
Well, don't give it away.
Oh, no, it's decantered.
Nice. I am most excited about sample 2 because I think it's going to actually change the whole world of bourbon.
What?
Oh my word!
With that, tune in next Friday to find out what that means.
Yeah,
the entire world of bourbon will be changed by sample 2.
I think before we do hop off, though, right? Not everyone's going to be on the roundtable is next Monday, right? But I do think we should probably give a plug. So 9:00, if you're looking for something really, really cool to do next Monday, a few of us from the roundtable, along with a few other folks, are going to be doing a very special charity pick with Pinhook Bourbon, right? So Fred's going to be on a whole bunch of folks.
Yeah, y'all are the all-stars. Somehow we got left out, Carrie.
Blake.
I didn't get that email breaking.
Yeah, hey Ryan, let's hang out Monday night.
Yeah, we're peasants. We'll be hanging out together.
Not doing it, but the real thing to say, right? So they're looking at raising $30,000 for some really good causes with everything going on.
James Beard Foundation.
Yep, James Beard Foundation with everything going on with COVID. So there's the original Pinhook. So when they first bought barrels, right? There's 3 of them left from MGP. And these things are now around, I think, 12 years old.
For 12 years, yep.
Right? Yep. And we're going to blind taste all 3. And then we're going to choose one. And that's going to be bottled up. And it's going to be for sale for charity. Right? So it's really cool. It's going to be a fluctuating price based on whether the barrel's short barrel or more. Right? But it's going to all go towards charity. I think it's going to be a super special fun time. So if you have a glass of bourbon in hand, or Ryan, you want to tune in at 9:00 on Monday, please make sure to do so. It's going to be super fun.
Should be a fun one. And honestly, like, we're not that we're brainstorming this one, but Pinhook's goal is to raise $30,000 for James Beard Foundation. But they've had they had 5 of these barrels originally. We're tasting the last 3. One of them only had like 78 bottles in it. So it's like, what do you do if there's only 78 bottles? Obviously, everything's going to a good cause. Do you just charge a higher price? Do you auction? So, should be fun. Would definitely like to hear some feedback on what people would like to see. But no, it'll be an interesting live tasting. There's, I'll be embarrassed by my tasting notes with the group we have on Monday.
You think you'll be embarrassed? I'm coming in.
Blueberry cobbler. I mean,
I can throw out blueberry cobbler in this group, and people are like, "Yeah, that sounds right." I throw it in on Monday. People are like, "What the heck are you talking about?" Like, somebody cut his live stream. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, Jordan, I don't think I've ever seen you trying to talk so stoically while having a nice buzz, and you did such a great job of it. It's really awesome.
Says the man who's like comfortably ready to pass out.
He's totally vertical now.
I mean, I'm laid back. Well, that's why y'all kicked me off. I can't. I can't hang with y'all. But listen, I wish all the best of luck, and I look forward to next Friday because next Friday is going to be fun.
That'll be super
fun. I'm excited. All right.
Super fun.
Love you,
With
Carrie.
that, congrats, Ryan. Congrats, Brian, on your win.
Cheers, fellas.
Coming for you next week.
Like hopefully
Everybody's
next
a
week you
winner.
win those
They were
2 ounce
all good.
Boston Round bottles. Maybe you'll win them. Maybe you'll win them.
I'm excited to see this bourbon that's going to change the world.
It's going to.
I'm ready for that. Yeah, change the
Hey,
world.
so let's give away some stuff before we call it a night.
Okay.
You're in.
You're giving away Carrie's
here we go.
curling shirts? What are you
Here
giving
we
away?
go. Yeah, I was about to say. Here's Carrie's.
Yeah, how many
typical
of those T-shirts you have, Carrie?
I will make duplicates, but let's give away.
Did you get them in XLT?
Hey, Carrie, will you give away an Ethernet cord to me? I don't know what I have to do, but
All right,
I need it before next Friday.
Oh,
okay.
man.
Hey, Blake, in between now and Friday, can you send me a little bit more? I don't know. I don't know if I can work with this.
All right. Is that that's your number 2 or your number 1?
That's my number 2.
That's what we had to
Is
split.
it really? Okay. I'll
Remember-
send another.
We had a 1L sample.
Just
we had to
take
split.
Fred's. Didn't you?
No, Fred got
Yeah,
some.
Blake
Take it
sent
from
one to
him.
Fred, so take it.
Okay, I'll go to Norton Commons, social distance, and I'll risk getting
But that's
coronavirus.
where that
from
doctor
Fred.
like choked that girl, so you don't want to go to Norton.
Oh,
Commons.
that's right. Yeah,
Tell them to mail them to you.
yeah.
Keep it safe.
Good luck.
Tell,
Yeah.
tell,
Get the bottle.
tell Jessica.
That's like Carrie doing free giveaways.
What are you giving away, Carrie?
Yeah, are you actually giving something away, or are you just you playing with the people here?
That's a little too much leg, Carrie.
And he's gone.
He's ghosted on that one.
Yeah.
Has anyone had any of the round table beer that we did?
Oh, God, yeah.
No, that round table beer is like
It's a day ender.
it's like a
Is it aging?
Like,
I haven't
it's a
had one. in
day
like 6
ender.
months. Is it aging well? Like, is it-
Wait,
well,
you just
no,
said you haven't had one yet?
no, I haven't had one in like 6 months. I still have like 3 cans.
oh,
Because every
No,
time I have
promise
one,
you,
I'm off my ass. That beer is
I
like,
promise you, they
not
put like
well.
a pack of NyQuil in every single can.
it's
Yeah.
unreal.
Like
Unreal.
I
It's
drank
fantastic.
one and I didn't even drink. I think I drank 2/3. And my wife was like, "What is wrong with you? It's a Tuesday night."
Yeah, it is not
Oh.
a single person beer.
No.
You
You
need
have
at least
3 people.
You need 3 people. It's a 3 people beer.
Actually,
Bourbon Lens, yes, it's third turn.
yeah. There's it's actually part
Delicious.
Yeah, it's part LSD. If you didn't know,
All these raves that Kenny's been going to.
I figured we needed to make a beer for the ravers, so that
Yeah.
was what we went for.
There you go.
That could be the next business plan. Beer for the ravers. Here we go.
But no, like I said, if anybody's actually looking for that beer, I know Carrie was looking to get rid of some.
We
So
bought
if
a lot of it.
you want to keep
Yeah.
sliding into his
I
DMs
got
and find
some
those
from
beers,
Well, Carrie
He's
was doing a bunch
he's getting
of
rid of
giveaways,
everything.
and now I
I
see
took
as
some off his
all I see
hands.
is an empty hat. So
yeah,
Carrie's getting rid of everything. Bourbon
You want his
Community
first one or
Roundtable.
his second one? I think he's going to go get one of the 2. You get to pick. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's
Now-
ghosted.
At this point, we're just rambling. Like we're losing people. People are just dropping off.
yeah, like, what the heck am I waiting for here?
I
All
know.
right, I think I'm dropping off too. I'm going.
Yeah,
to bed.
I think it's about time we probably
Oh,
drop off because I'm going to take the
wait.
rest of these samples and I'm going to go finish them in the basement. And have,
Uh-oh.
no, don't
Oh.
don't tease the people like that.
Carrie.
Okay, so this is 1981.
80s? Yeah.
This is 81. No, this is 79. ER 10101. So all I want to know is, and you can send me a message on Twitter or Instagram. But the other 5 guys in here, I want to know what their favorite band is right now.
Band?
Band?
Yeah.
Or individual?
Like,
Or
can it be an
individual.
artist or a band?
Or DJ.
Whatever music.
DJ.
If you were to choose one
Kenny likes girl talk.
song,
Girl Talk's great. I'm bummed that he's from Pittsburgh and he had a comeback concert coming and not anymore.
listen. All I want to know.
How
is
would you
if
classify DMX?
If the 5 of you were to choose one song,
Definitely an
If the 5 of you were to
artist.
pick
I would
one
say an
song-
artist first.
Artist.
Convict second.
one
Federal
if there was
informant,
one song
4th or 5th.
the 5 of you were going to listen to after this, your favorite song or your favorite group, Just tell whoever is listening still.
I am very confused by this.
What are we doing?
Hold on.
I'm sending.
You're
2
sending a
ounces
sample
of Eagle Rare 10101, not 1 ounce like some people, but 2 ounce. And all I want to know is of the remaining 5, what is their favorite artist, song, or band?
Are we telling you this?
Well, you're going to send
and
me
what
a message
happens after we tell you this?
Well, you 5 are going to tell me so that I actually know the answer, because I don't know I know what Kenny loves boy bands, but I need to know the rest of you, like what you guys are into.
He's more K-pop, but
okay, that's true. But whoever can come the closest to the most correct answers, I will send the rest of this Eagle Rare 10100.
So how do you come the closest? Like, how does that work?
I just
you get it by genre.
So let me explain math to you. There's 5 of you. So whoever comes closer to the number of 5, which is 100%, wins the 2 ounce sample.
Closest to your favorite?
You're gonna remember this bet you made tomorrow, Carrie? Or
you guys are gonna? I'm gonna hit you up later and say, "Hey, this is what people said was your favorite."
I think this is ensuring that nobody wins, and he doesn't have to send anything.
I want somebody to win 2 ounces of this Eagle Rare because I love listeners.
Wait a minute! I thought you were sending the whole bottle.
I want to win.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go first, Carrie.
Okay.
So this week, due to his death, I've listened to about 7 different versions of Paradise by John Prine. And I'm a fan of the when he's older and it's an old man voice, Paradise.
no clue who that is. Hold on, let me Google.
Oh, man. Google it. Listen
His
to
voice
it.
is back.
His voice is back. His voice is back.
Is it?
Yes. Because you got a fucking dart in your neck, man.
Wait.
Is this how John Prine sings? Is this very John Prine-ish?
Wait. Dude.
Oh, man.
All right, I'm going to bed.
I can't even keep it together anymore.
Saying who we like.
So the last people that have hung in this chat, Matthew Layton and Jordan Vandebogart. So they each win 1 ounce samples.
Yeah, you got to give it to Jordan just for. Jordan,
he says just send the answer and you win.
And then Sutan, he wins a 1 ounce sample of the Eagle Rare. And I think I have 1 more ounce.
Dang, he's like Oprah. You get a sample.
You get a sample. You get a sample.
Well,
reusing Blake's 1 ounce bottles.
Thanks to Blake, I've got 1 ounce sample jars.
Where you divvy those up, Carrie? Have any? Well, I'm not sure. Maybe Kenny has heard of this guy. So I'm not sure if I'm saying his last name right, but Mark Riblet. Have you heard of this guy? Like, I stumbled on YouTube. Like, he started doing a ton of live YouTube streams, but he also like is a really well-known like funk artist. He's like maybe early 30s, late 20s. Craziest shit. Like, just does some really cool like this loop artist.
What's his name?
M-A-R-C. His last name's Rebillet. Funkiest shit out there. It's awesome.
I like funk. Mark.
I mean, it
Riblet.
is like unreal.
Cool. Work that ass for daddy. That's his song.
Yeah,
work
I love
it.
I'm glad you finished the second half of that sentence.
Hey, you guys are amazing. Keep up all your good work. I love you guys. It's
All
a lot
right,
of fun.
toodles.
Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll close this out. So, guys, thank you again for joining tonight. It's fun. I think we'll do this again next Friday, next Saturday. We'll see what everybody's see if everybody can clear their schedules.
The days don't matter, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's Groundhog Day everywhere, right?
Yep.
So it really didn't matter. And thank you everybody that joined in the live stream. It was fantastic to have everybody there and just be in the chat and everything like that. But cheers, y'all, and make sure that pour yourself something nice. Another episode 18. Cheers, Ryan. I couldn't even guess it. So how about it?
Cheers.
How about it?
Thanks, guys. Appreciate all the free booze. Except for you, Blake.
All right. On 3, everybody say goodbye in Blake's voice. Very deeply, right? 1, 2, 3.
Goodbye. Toodles.
Bye, guys.